Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, all these guys. And then after that, I heard Barney Kessel,
Yeah.
the guitar player, jazz guitar, jazz guitarist, and I really get in love with this new music from him. So what's that? And then the next steps, I heard Django Reinhardt.
When was that?
I don't know, it was maybe I was 17,
Ah, very young. Yeah.
very young. I remember that the CD was a blue CD with a cover with Django on bike, in Amsterdam. I don't know in Amsterdam, but I don't know where, but on bike.
Was it really Django on a bicycle?
I think, well, not biking, but with some bike in the hands. Or
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an old album. I remember it was a blue color. It was a double album. And one of the songs from that album was Blue Drag.
Yeah.
So I got this CD and I get in shock, so who's this guy, the way he was playing acoustic guitar. And of course, in that time in Spain, nobody was playing Gypsy jazz or Django Reinhardt. So, but I got it always with me, and even from that, every time I did the concert, always I like to play a solo guitar, solo piece from Django. So I always keep this with me. One of my last books.
How many books did you publish?
Around 20 already.
20?
Some are about music theory and some are about phrasing. So I have a collection of 250 phrases on different chords. For example, 7 major, a dominant, 250 phrases on.
With phrases you mean the same as some people call licks?
No,
This
because
is
licks
else.
is something else, are phrases for me, for myself.
Yeah.
So I start playing, and when come up some phrase I like it, and I just
Can you give an example on your guitar?
Yes, for example, we are in C major, no?
Yeah.
So when I start playing around, and then suddenly I do it. I like this. I write it down. That is a phrase, it's not a pattern or lick.
What is the difference with a phrase and a lick?
A lick is like a...
that's how I always interpreted the word lick, but that's...
A lick is, we could say it's a phrase too, but the lick is more like a resource you can use every time on some word. In one place, but not another, just there, no? So maybe a lick should be... It works always, no? Everybody can do that. Just let it and put it there. So, and it's nice, but if you do all the time only licks, it doesn't sound personal, no? It's, like copying. But it's a nice resource, so you can use it. Everybody does it in jazz. But a phrase is something maybe it's not as theoretical like the other. Maybe this is a major, but I can use a phrase going with the third minor on top of that. On top of this, it's a phrase, but theoretically it's not quite good because minor third with a major chord it cannot be a lick because it doesn't work. I make it work. You need to make it. That's probably the difference between a lick and a phrase.
A phrase is an inspired lick.
Yes, and it happens this moment because you made it. You made it work. A lick always works. That's why people use licks, because it's more sure.
And the phrases you put in the book,
It's about my,
yeah.
like say, phrases I'm doing myself sometimes.
You improvise a lot, don't you?
Yeah, because yes, I improvise a lot.
Yeah.
But also when I improvise, I'm not trying to go around see what's happening. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This is very important.
Yeah.
It's not about a lot of schools. They tell you you can use this scale. I
Yeah.
go whatever. No, that's not right.
Because
Then it doesn't sound musically. It sounds like anybody playing notes and
yeah.
scales up and down, but it doesn't say anything. Music, well, at least jazz, even Django, even more, because Django wasn't a theoretical guy. He used phrases. He's just trying to explain something, and you can do that with phrases, nothing else.
Yeah.
But these phrases can have some leaks, of course.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You need to improvise and tell something, you know. Well, it's not easy to be unpredictable, and sometimes sometimes it doesn't work as if you are really predictable. But when I mean unpredictable, it's a real improviser, no?
Yeah.
It's just you are playing, you are improviser, and then maybe it's G minor, but in your head you're thinking, I'm gonna try to go in D flat.
Mm-hmm.
But you know more or less how it's gonna sound, but then I'm in D flat. But then I like at real time I'm analyzing the situation, and I keep my so the G minor is here behind my head, and I see it's there, but I'm playing B flat. So then I say, okay, that's enough, and then I come back to the G minor.
You know, it reminds me very much of how I cook.
Yeah. And well, this we're just using words now, but you played with me yesterday, you probably can understand what I'm going to say now. I do this, but I hear the sound in my head.
Yeah.
I know the notes are coming, how it's going to sound.
Yeah.
It's going to sound like that.
Yeah.
But what I don't know 100% sure is how it's going to react.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can qualify like 100% degrees of distortion or how level, and you know, like it depends, no?
Yeah.
How do you call it? This word like if you play 100% inside G minor, then you are nice.
Yeah.
You look you know, diatonic. You know?
Yeah.
But if you play 100% out, it sounds awful theory.
Yeah.
But this is a percentage of awful, you know? You need, when you're playing, so okay, this is what, 20% awful, okay. Then I go away. Or, so it's like, don't try to be perfect.
Yeah.
What I do, sometimes I play and I try to sleep a bit.
Okay, that is good. You relax while I study.
Yeah.
It's not fair. funny because in India, in Calcutta, I made an interview with an incredible guitarist, Amit Datta, very famous. And I told him, I said, I kind of preach imperfection in whatever way I do that. That's another story. And I asked him how much he allowed himself to be imperfect. And but he said, I don't really recall his exact answer now, but I remember he said he likes the dissonance very much. So he's looking for the tone that you wouldn't expect and that maybe would sound wrong in other people's ears.
Yeah, well, I have a theory. It's good to mention this. What is wrong and what is not wrong.
Yeah.
And you know what it makes a difference? The time.
Yeah.
If I play one note that it doesn't belong to chord too long in time and then becomes wrong. Mm-hmm. But if it's really short, it becomes nice because I have time to let's say to fix this little. Yeah. To know if it's too long the note or too short or whatever, you need to improvise. You need to be like composing at a real time.
Yeah.
For example, when I do it, I have G minor. Yeah. G minor. I make a mistake. I use the third measure, so I use the B. So strange. Can you measure? That is the worst mistake you can make. Stay there, no? But you need to know one thing. These things on that octave, it sounds quite awful. But if you go up one octave, it sounds less awful.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like awful
No.
like this.
How come that at one? Because it's the same, but it's one octave difference.
Yes, because it's less tension.
Ah.
As more different are notes between them, the tension is less.
Or is it also because
harmonics,
of the
harmonics.
When you touch a string, it's not just that note, but it's also the, I can't say this, vibrations, there are more tones.
Harmonics, the overtones.
The overtones,
So far
that's
away,
what I mean, yeah.
So far away, and then they almost no reacted,
okay.
they were really close
That's
on the
it.
bass.
That's it.
But then, of course, they do it, a lot of saxophone players, modern saxophone players, like this guy, I forgot, Joe Lovano, for example. I just analyze some of his solos and it's just unbelievable. So he does everything forbidden in the theory of jazz. They are playing, like a third measure on top of G minors, but fast in the right places, involved of different phrases. So it's incredible.
Yeah.
It comes so fast, so you don't have the perception of something wrong. I'm from Barcelona, Badalona, near to Barcelona. So I'm from there, but I live in Mexico for the last 15 years. So then I got a call from a drummer, I don't remember his name, but I don't remember. And he invited me to come to Amsterdam. So I moved to Amsterdam. When I get here, he just disappears. And I get stuck in the street, with my dog.
You had a dog?
A dog with me in a car in Amsterdam with no money because I got an accident while I was traveling.
Really?
And I said, what
How old were you?
I was maybe 30s at the 30s.
Yeah.
That was in the 90s. Well, the only option I got was just try to find a jazz club and meet people. So I heard about the Beam House.
So, but wait, you arrived in Amsterdam and your friend was not here? So
was not here.
What did you do that night? Where did you sleep?
In the car.
Because you had no money.
No money, I slept in the car probably.
Yeah.
But I think, a couple of nights I slept in the car. Then I went to the Beam House.
Ah, you did?
Yeah,
which was still, wasn't it still on a canal somewhere in the
canal,
center? Yeah, the old Beam House.
Yeah.
Where everybody was smoking all the time.
So I went there and, they let me play and they really liked my play. And then I got a beer and some friend from the bar.
Yeah.
Started talking in Catalan to me. It was Paul Stoker, a famous saxophone player, American, living in Amsterdam. But he knew my language. He stayed in Barcelona a long time ago, so he recognized that I should be from there.
Yeah.
And so that night we became friends, and he let me stay with him 3 months with my dog and my car and everything. He saved my life in that moment. One guy I met here in Amsterdam was Ray Appleton, the drummer.
Yeah.
He was playing the last CDs, last recordings, LPs from John Coltrane. So we became friends, and he was a monster drummer, of course. But it's about the timing.
Yeah.
And it's not only timing; it's just almost religion. You know, it's like music. It's more than energy. It's something for these guys. Yeah. He was in person, he was telling me stories about John Coltrane, and that's just unbelievable. One thing is to read in the books, but the other thing is when somebody, it tells you from his own experience, you know, playing in hours and hours. With John Coltrane, they said they did a concert somewhere, and they started, I don't know, 9 o'clock afternoon. Yeah. Coltrane started doing a solo, and never stops till the club just closed down, maybe 2 o'clock at night.
Say it again. He started what time?
One solo, long solo, all night. They were so concentrated, they didn't realize it was possible. Because playing with John Coltrane, you need to be like another planet on the concentration. So who can do that? Only John Coltrane. Because he was almost no human, no?
Yeah.
There's no way. Days, no sleeping. Like he told me, Ray Appleton told me this too, that they were finishing some gig, they take him at home, his home, John Coltrane, and he was practicing some phrase to just get an idea, practicing. 6 o'clock in the morning, he said, just leave the saxophone, go to sleep, because in 5 hours we're coming back for the next gig. Okay, I'll do. And the next morning they come to pick him up, and still playing, same thing, and normal. And even he make a breakfast for them. He was acting like that days. No one day, days. No
days?
Sleeping, just practicing.
Days without sleeping?
Practicing on tour, no
and
problem.
And really not sleeping?
No sleeping, just practicing. I started composing when I was 15. Mm-hmm. So right now, in this guy, my rights in West Spain, I have more than total maybe 13,200 or 1,300 works.
You have about 1,200 works?
Yeah, or even more. Tunes, I have 1,000 or 100.
So wait again, because I need to understand this. You have like 1,000 tunes, is what you
yes,
said? And what do you mean by a tune?
Tunes are songs.
Songs.
Melodies, songs.
Okay.
And then the rest is.
And what are the other things?
200 maybe compositions, chamber music, orchestra music, classical music.
Classical music for orchestras.
Yeah, orchestra. Okay. Not much orchestra, maybe 3 or 4, but like chamber music, trios, string quartets. Mm-hmm. And well, this is not a war, but I'm in the middle, no? I'm in the middle of, in one side jazz, on the other side classical music.
Yeah.
I got some performance sometimes, and well, I like it because this is an extension of yourself, you know.
Yeah.
It's an extension of you. I cannot play classical guitar because you require incredible technique, different. But I write music for classical players, and they play it.
You also made music for a movie. What was that?
Yes, the movie it calls Un Lugar en el Caribe, a place in the Caribbean. It's a movie from 2 years ago. The director is Juan Carlos Fanconi from Honduras. Well, Honduras, Switzerland, it's a double nationality. And he brought my music, my gypsy jazz music from my CDs. And he called me and said, I just brought your music from some website on the internet. So then I become the most important composer of the movie. No? In the States, last year HBO just brought the movie, so it's on HBO. And well, I'm very happy because HBO studio has 60 million
Okay, so it's not bad.
Not bad. I think it was my first trip to Samoa. Just talking with people from town, they told me that actually they knew Django because of the billiard, not because of
Playing
as a
billiard.
musician. Yeah, playing billiard. So they told me that Django just moved there, that house that was painting in green. I have a photo of that house. So he started playing billiard, and he make them champion of the area. So the town were really, really happy, excited because Django make them and team, his team, billiard team, make them champion of the region of the area. I don't know. So they knew Django as a really good billiard player. So then when he passed away and started all the festivals, everybody from all over the world coming to see, about Django, all the stuff, they got a little bit amusing. So like, what?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, but he was a guitar player. What? I didn't know. It's just something like, because I think he was a bit like tired about playing.
Yeah.
He just went to somewhere to have some breaks,
Yeah.
So sometimes I play and I try to sleep again.